Hi guys and welcome back. I'm Jogger8000 and welcome to my first journey on trying to catch some Pokemon on Pokemon Go out in real life. I'm currently in work on my half-an-hour dinner break. I open the shop door and straight away an Oddish just appears. I'm trying to lock the door and this Oddish is here. So we're going to catch this first. He's sat on my door handle. I think he was standing outside the shop looking in, waiting for me to come outside and catch him. Right, so we've got this Oddish. So, I do live in the UK and Pokemon Go actually hasn't been released in the UK yet. I had to download this game off a random site. If you guys do want to see how you do it, just literally Google Pokemon Go UK and a website will come up. You click on that, the first one, you go down and you find a link, you download it, install it, and then it's done. You've got it, like I have. So we find this Krabby and I catch it on the first Pokeball. Now I've heard people say you've got to spin the ball and wait for the circle to go small. It may be the case, I'm not sure yet because I've only just got the game. If you guys do want tips and tricks, you'll have to bear with me because I've only just got the game and this is the first time actually going out and catching Pokemon in real life. So we've just got an Oddish, a Krabby, and a Ghastly is right there. So I'm going to walk over to that now and catch this Ghastly. Okay, so I do miss on this first time. I try and spin the ball and it doesn't work. A little tip for you guys: don't use your thumb. This is where I was going wrong. I was using my thumb and it wasn't really working that well. If you use your index finger, it tends to work a bit better. So we've just caught a Ghastly. Nice, nice. Right, now I wanted to go over to that Pokestop at the end of the road. I've cut bits out of this video so it will jump forward. I had to cut bits out to make the video short enough to upload to YouTube. Anyway, I was going for this Weedle here because I hadn't got one yet, and then I noticed a Ponyta, and I literally, as soon as I seen this, I went, fuck, there's a Ponyta, and I actually run across the road, and I was running down this alleyway to catch this Ponyta, because apparently I've been told that Pokemon only like spawn for about 5 minutes, and I did not want to miss this Ponyta. I wanted to catch it. So I'm down this alley, and I'm trying to catch this Ponyta. I missed the first time. Go for the second time, I miss again. I'm using my thumb. This is the problem, guys. If you use your finger, which I just did on that last one, you just get it straight every time. With your thumb, I find it just veers off to the left or to the right, depending on which thumb you're using. If I'm right-handed, so I use my right thumb, and I tend to throw the Pokeball off to the right a bit. Just use your index finger, guys. It's the best advice I can give at the moment. So, also another thing is, don't have your Wi-Fi on. I had to turn my Wi-Fi off here because it kept saying internet connection going dodgy and stuff. So I just stayed on the 4G. Okay, so I'm gonna walk over to this Pokestop at the end of this corner here. A Weedle appeared, so we're just gonna catch that first. First Pokeball done. Bosh. Easy. I did actually use my thumb there. I find with little Pokemon like that, you can get away with it because they're quite easy to catch. I'm not sure in this game yet how to get gold to buy stuff. I'm not sure, but I know you can get items from these Pokestops. Oh, I've just leveled up to level 4, and you can't battle in a gym until you're level 5. So hopefully by tomorrow I will be a level 5, because I was quite close to level 5 at the end of this video, but I didn't have enough time to actually make it to level 5 in this particular video. So tomorrow we should be battling a gym. There's one near the beach near where I live, so we'll go there, see if we can catch some water Pokemon and see if we can battle that gym. Okay, so at first I didn't know what to do here. All you got to do is just spin the token, and I got 3 Pokeballs, and it says try again later. And I come back to this in the same video. I think you have to just wait about 5 minutes. I think that's all it is, and then you can go back to that Pokestop. and collect your balls and items and stuff. Anyway, I was walking along trying to get to this other Pokestop when I find a Pidgeotto. And this is the first, like, actually no, I just absolutely fail with this. And yeah, again, I was using my thumb at the start. And then I started to use my fingers, tried to spin the ball, didn't really work. Tried it again, didn't really work again. Spin, 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 spin. I threw it. Bosh, got it right on the head. Right, so we call that Pidgeotto. Now this is my first Pidgeotto, and I do actually catch one a little bit later on. And what I've just found out you can do after recording this video, if you transfer your Pokemon over to the professor, he will give you a candy for that Pokemon. So say I caught that Pidgeotto and I sent it to the professor, he would send me a Pidgeotto candy so then I can evolve or upgrade my other Pidgeotto. Okay, so at this Pokestop I got cool stuff. Now, this nearby stuff, I wanted to find this Lapras, and it's 3 paw prints away, so that means it was quite far away. And I walked in a couple of directions, and every direction I walked in, it didn't seem to be like the paws didn't seem to be getting any more or any less. So I gave up looking for this Lapras. Hopefully, when I go to the beach tonight, I can find this Lapras because I really want this Lapras. I absolutely love Lapras in all the Pokemon games, especially on the original when I had Pokemon Blue. God, I used to absolutely love that game. I still play a lot of Pokemon games to this day. So I find a Spearow here. It was the first one I've seen, so I wanted to catch it. Give it a spin, didn't really work, so that didn't work again. So I decided not to spin and just to give it a throw. And look, I didn't even see a green circle then at all, and it managed to catch it. So I'm not sure if this green circle and spinning malarkey actually works or actually improves things. I think maybe, if anything, the spin and the way you do it will just give you more experience points. I don't think it's going to improve your chances of catching that Pokemon. I literally just think it's that. Here's the Pokemon what I've caught. All the electric types and the Charmander and the Rattata and the Koffing I caught all in my living room, sat on my sofa. How I did this, you ask? Well, I couldn't be bothered last night when I downloaded it to go out walking. I know it's the whole point and idea of this game, but I really couldn't be arsed. So I went into the items and found incense, and when you first start the game, you have 2 incense, and basically I used one of them, and I just sat on my sofa, and Pokemon came to me. I didn't even have to move. But don't do it, guys. I wasted an incense. The best thing to do is use your incense and walk around. It's the idea of the game. I just was really lazy last night because I only downloaded it quite late last night, actually. So yeah, that's how I caught them Pokemon without leaving my sofa. If you do want to see this, if you don't want to believe me, I did actually record a few catches of me doing this. I'll include it in my next video if you guys would like to see it. So I walk around this corner and go to the next Pokestop. But first I see the Zubat and I go for the Zubat, and I'm not going to lie, this Zubat has been the hardest Pokemon to catch ever, what I've come across so far. I don't know what it was. I was trying everything, just it wasn't catching this stupid Zubat. Honest to God, it just kept dodging all my Pokeballs. I tried spinning it, I tried waiting for the circle. I don't know, it just kept dodging it. I don't know if it's because the size of the Pokemon, because I know the Pokeball has to hit the Pokemon. So I think smaller Pokemon are going to be harder to catch, like this Zubat is right here. And this guy, actually, you can see that guy then just walked past me. I was just stood in the middle of the path, and he said excuse me, and I just ignored him. I was trying to catch this Zubat, I didn't care. You know, I just wanted to get this Zubat. I was like, fuck you, mate. Do you know what I mean? So he just walks around me. And we're still trying to catch a Zubat. I do a massive spin and it just goes off to the right. And then I just decide, right, I'm not going to spin it anymore. I'm just going to keep throwing some Pokeballs. I've wasted too many. so I'm just going to keep throwing them out. So I'm still trying to get this Zubat, and spinning it just isn't working at the moment. It just keeps veering off with the spin. It's actually really embarrassing how bad, like how much I couldn't catch this fucking Zubat. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have caught Zubat and if you had as much difficulty as I did. At the time, I kept thinking that the bush on the right was getting in the way. Yes, we finally caught it. But I don't know if you noticed, if you skip back a bit, you'll see that the Pokeball like goes off to the right when it goes near the bush. I'm not sure if that actually is true and that actually happens. I don't know yet. Right, so I go round to this next Pokestop to get some more stuff, because I've just wasted a hell of a load of Pokeballs there. As you can tell, I've only got 34 left. I've wasted so many Pokeballs on that Zubat, it was ridiculous. And all it was a stupid little Zubat, which I didn't really, well, I wasn't really that arsed about it. So this was the first Pokestop I ever went to, and literally it was like 5-10 minutes before we got it. And we've come back and we've been able to do it again. So I think that they like regenerate after about 5 minutes, guys. So you can just keep, if there's one next to your house, you can just go there, collect your balls, go home, chill for 5, go there, collect more balls. It sounds so wrong, but it's Pokeball, it's Pokemon, so there's going to be Pokeballs and ball remarks. Hey, do you want to see my balls? I collected some last night. So tomorrow we're going to be going, well, yeah, tomorrow's video we're going to be going to the beach and seeing if we can catch some water Pokemon with our balls. So we're going to get our balls out on the beach for everyone to see. It's going to be a really good... I can't even keep a straight face as I'm trying to say that. Oh my god. So guys, we are walking down the street and we're going to that second Pokestop what I went to. We're still looking for that Lapras. We can't find it anywhere. Well, I didn't manage to find it. I am hoping to find it at the beach tomorrow. That's where I think he's hiding, at the beach. So that's where we're going to go tomorrow, guys. So I find another Weedle. There seems to be a lot of Weedles on this street. Not sure why. But I thought I'll catch him anyway. You never know. I might upgrade him and get a Beedrill. And the more you catch, obviously you can transfer him to the Professor, like I said before, and get a candy so you can upgrade your main one. Right, so we're going to go over to this Pokestop at the top. Still cannot find this Lapras. The paw prints aren't going down. So I do definitely think that we are miles away from this Lapras. And probably by the time we get there, it's not going to be there anymore because it's been there for a while. And apparently, I don't know how true it is, I just heard it on YouTube, that Pokemon only spawn for around 5 or 10 minutes. So by the time we actually get there, it's probably no good. But tomorrow I might walk, I'm not sure, I might get my push bike out, I don't know. I think it needs a new tyre though, to be honest, so I might have to just walk. I would prefer to push bike it, just simply because we'll get to the Pokemon a bit quicker. Now here I actually got an egg. I'm not sure how to hatch this egg yet. I wasn't even sure at the time of making this video, I wasn't even sure how to look at the eggs. But if you look here, on where it says Pokemon, if I'd have scrolled right, I could have seen my egg. I didn't know this at the time and I carried on looking for it and I felt like an idiot. But anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you liked it, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, all that stuff. I hope you have a brilliant day guys. I've been Jogger 8000. See you later.